Suite 1201 was thick with silence, unnatural, suffocating. The Lazen prided itself on discretion, but this was the silence of death. Alistair Finch lay on the cream carpet, eyes wide, suit immaculate, a single dark stain blooming over his heart. He looked surprised. They always do. The room was pristine, almost staged. A half-empty whiskey glass, ice melted, sat untouched. Curtains drawn, neon slicing the darkness, spotlighting the real centerpiece pearls. Dozens, scattered like stars, her signature. A broken necklace, a message. Who kills with such elegance? Only her. I circled the room, absorbing every detail. No forced entry, no struggle, no mess. Just a man, a wound, and a constellation of pearls. The killer was a ghost, leaving only what she wanted us to see. Finch was important, until an hour ago. Now he was a puzzle for me, and a problem for the hotel. The pearls glimmered, catching the city's light. It was beautiful, chilling, deliberate. The air was heavy with expensive cologne and something metallic. Every detail was a choice, a performance. The silence screamed. The city's distant sirens felt a world away. This was a bubble, a pocket of time. Finch was a ghost now, and so was she. No security footage, no evidence, just a message meant for us, for anyone who dared to look. The room was a riddle, and I knew with certainty that the answer was out there, waiting. Forensics hated this scene, too clean, too perfect. They wanted fingerprints, fibers, chaos. Here, there was only absence. The killer was a whisper, leaving only pearls and precision. The pearls, opulent, feminine, a taunt. The wound, a single perfect puncture, instant, almost painless. The weapon, not a kitchen knife, something rare, professional. This was artistry, not brutality. Finch wasn't just rich, he was a man of secrets, surrounded by security. He designed weapons for governments, lived in paranoia, yet she walked through his fortress like it was nothing. They called her Athena, the Serpent, a legend in the shadows, no face, no name. Some said she was a rogue agent, others a myth. But I knew. This was the work of one mind, one hand. She left pearls as her calling card. Intelligence agencies whispered her name. She was a bedtime story for spies, a ghost in the system. No one could catch her. She was always a step ahead. The myth grew with every kill. This wasn't random, it was personal. She chose Finch, and she chose to be seen. The room was her stage, the pearls her signature. The message was clear. I was here, you can't touch me. The absence of evidence was the evidence. She wanted us to know. She wanted me to know. The hunt had begun, and I was already behind. The serpent had struck. Before the legend, there was a nameless girl in a forgotten, frozen village. Snow buried everything. Hunger was constant. Her father, hollowed by failure, taught her silence and invisibility. Her mother, a fighter, taught her to survive, how to find food, how to endure. The girl watched, learned, adapted. She saw how the fox hunted, how villagers betrayed for scraps. Weakness meant death, sentiment was a luxury. Hunger stripped away everything but necessity. She became a student of human weakness, learning to read desperation. Her father vanished into the snow, her mother's spirit cracked soon after. The girl was left alone, shaped by cold and hunger. She learned patience, cunning, and ruthlessness. Survival was her only lesson. She watched the world, always calculating. The village was a crucible. She was forged in its cold. Childhood ended in silence. She became a survivor. After her father disappeared, the silence grew. Her mother faded, surrendering to the cold. The girl refused to break. She became a shadow, slipping through the village, taking only what she needed. Each theft was a victory, a rebellion against fate. She learned to move silently, to strike quickly, to leave no trace. Her playground was the frozen forest. Her games were survival. She studied anatomy, learned to kill cleanly. Waste was a sin. Efficiency was survival. Her skills sharpened with every risk. When her mother gave up, the girl sat in silence, feeling her childhood shatter. Alone, she felt only calm. She was no longer a daughter, just a survivor. The world had stripped her down to her core. She was steel, honed by hunger and loss. She would not be erased by the snow. She would not surrender. The village had taught her everything she needed. She was ready for the world beyond. She was already a ghost. She left the village behind, following the tracks of survival into the world. The city was a new forest, loud, dangerous, full of predators. She watched, learned, adapted. Her skills became currency, her silence, her weapon. She moved among thieves and gangs, always an outsider, always observing. Violence, power, fear. She absorbed it all, refining her craft. The girl from the snow became someone harder, more precise. A man saw her potential, gave her a new name, Athena. Her first kill was clean, efficient, a problem solved. She felt only rightness, never remorse. The serpent was born, forged in ice and shadow. Elegance came from necessity, silence from survival. She became a legend, toppling empires with a single strike. She left no trace but pearls, her final, beautiful reminder. The world of ice was gone, but its lessons remained. She was a hunter, always unseen. The girl was gone. Athena remained. The serpent moved in silence, and the world would never be the same.